Hey, all my knitting friends, how are you doing? It's me, Gigi, also known as Emma Beans Knitting, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. So, today is a Tuesday, and I'm actually giving myself about a week to edit this and get it up on YouTube because tomorrow, Wednesday, I am having a what's called a Mohs surgery, Mosh procedure. Sorry, not a surgery. That's not what they call it. Hey, they use a scalpel and I'm going to have stitches. It's a surgery. Anyway, I don't know if you probably can't see it. I have this little, I'm going to look right here, this little dot right here. There was a biopsy of something that was on my face, and it turns out it's basal cancer. And so what I have to do is they're going to shoot me up with some lidocaine and take whatever's out, map it, send it to the pathologist. I get to sit around for 45 minutes to an hour to see if it's come back and the margins are clear. If not, they're going to go in a little bit deeper and follow everything they can. Hopefully it doesn't have roots and it won't be too much, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to have a fairly significant scar right now. It's like an inch, maybe an inch and a half, and it's going to be like right here. I know pirate, how do you do hook? Okay, so I'm going to be pirate. Anyway, I talked to one of my best friend's daughters. She's a plastic surgeon, and she recommended product for me to use once my stitches come out to try and lessen the scar. I did have one here. You can't see it, but 2007, I had one taken off. I just think it runs in my family and very prone to them. So I'm just staying out in the sun as much as possible, wear my SPF, take care of all the things. Unfortunately, when it shows up, it's probably been 20 years in the making. It's from something that happened 20 years ago, which is kind of sad. So, anywho, I wanted to get this done at least facially. The next time I do this in a couple of weeks, at least it won't look, hopefully, it won't look so bad. If I have a Band-Aid on my face, just look the other way, forget it, forgive me. It's life. It's stuff that I have to deal with and what I'm going through, and that's what I'm dealing with. So anyway, okay. Let's see housekeeping stuff. Before we move on, please do me a huge favor and like this video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It helps me out. There's this new thing that's called hype. You can push the hype button, which kind of boosts me up in, I guess, whatever the algorithm is, and it gets me, gets more eyes on the video. Share with a friend. I just appreciate all the things that you do. I'm loving your comments. Thank you so much for all the sock pattern suggestions. I got some really great ones. So you guys you're making amazing, amazing things. And so thank you for all of those comments, all of the suggestions. Keep it up. I love hearing from you. I'm excited. There's a couple of you that I'm going to see at Unwind in about 10 days. Yeah, with that'll be fun. So anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about what I've been up to. Okay, what I've been doing. So I just got back late last night from a Disney cruise. Very first one. I have cruised before. Very first cruise I did was when I was newlywed. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to set my chair up a little bit higher. There we go. There, that feels a little better. Hair is Messy Bun Day, which is I couldn't care less day. Anyway, so we did a Carnival cruise. We were living in California, so went from Los Angeles down to Mexico and back. And I call it the drunkard cruise because it was just a whole bunch of drunk college kids. Got on the ship drunk. By the time the weekend was over, they were more drunk. Wasn't the best. We tried Royal Caribbean a number of years later. Really liked that. So we've done probably 4 or 5 Royal Caribbean cruises. Then I did the Holland America cruise with the Grocery Girls a couple of years ago. That was Quebec and the Maritime Islands down through Portland, Maine, and then we ended up in Boston. So that was lovely. Really enjoyed that one. And then I've done 2 river cruises so far, both were with Amma Waterways. So this one was different. It was Disney. And I booked it because of the three grandchildren. We took the three grandkids and their parents. And uh, let me think. How do I put this? There were some things on the ship that were really, really cool. There was always entertainment. There was always something going on. They did have an 18 and older section where if you didn't want a gajillion kids running around, you could go and it would be quieter. You could still hear the water slides in the background going off, and kids, playing. So there was that. Uh, the food, and we were on the Disney Destiny, which is kind of a Marvel themed boat, and you rotate through different restaurants. So they assign you a restaurant each night. You have your same waiter, you're at the same number table with your family. So that was nice. We did the Pride Land feast. Food was a 4 out of 10. It was not good. But the next 2 nights we did the restaurant 1923, and that was good food. And the last night we did the Marvel, what's it called? Worlds of Marvel. Very cool ambiance in that restaurant. Food was good. So not the best cruise food I've ever had so far. I would say Emma Waterways is by far the best food we've ever had at a cruise. But we had a wonderful time. We stopped at 2 islands in the Bahamas, and we were at the properties that Disney owns, so it was run by them. We did some excursions. One of the excursions was a pirate treasure hunt with some pirates. They taught the kids how to play with, fake swords. The grandkids had an amazing time. And Emma, who Emma Bean Knitting is named after, Emma had a great time with her 2 cousins, her 2 boy cousins. So it was wonderful for the cousins to be able to spend time together. It was great memory making. I would not say that it was worth the extra 40% probably that Disney marks up in order to go on that cruise. It is significantly more expensive than other cruise lines, and I wouldn't do it again. I think Royal Caribbean's child care or child club, kids club was much better. Um, Disney's Disney's club was spectacular inside, but there were so many kids. It was like utter chaos trying to herd a bunch of cats. It just, was hard. And my poor youngest grandson, who was 4, almost 5, some kid came and pushed him off a chair and bullied him the very first night in like the first hour. So that did not go over well. And poor Mason, he just didn't want to go back. So we spent plenty of quality time with the grandkids. We had great excursions. We had a lot of fun. I don't think I would spend that kind of money again to do a Disney cruise. I think I would choose a different line. So my anniversary, mine and Mr. Knit's anniversary, is the end of February. And this coming year, 2027, it will be 39 years. So I think I want to do a river cruise with him, but I think I'll do a ocean cruise for our anniversary because we can go to the Canary Islands in Spain and Morocco, and it's warm there, warm-ish. And then next summer, I want to do a river cruise with him, and I think I want to do the Rhine. I haven't done that yet. I'd love to go to Amsterdam. God, I got a Stephen Penelope in Amsterdam. So, yeah, I didn't tell him that's why I want to go, but it's one of the reasons. And I hear Amsterdam is just beautiful, and then ends up in Basel, Switzerland, and then I want to stay in Switzerland for a couple of days because I've never been, and I thought it would be wonderful. So if you've done any of those, let me know what your favorite cruise lines are, what the good food is, really good food. I just like, I'm not a gourmet person. I can eat that, but really what I enjoy is really fresh, quality ingredients and well made, well cooked food. That's all I ask for. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. And I think we're gonna get into, I'm not doing what am I wearing because it's 100 degrees here in Vegas, so it's not happening. But I do have finished objects, so let's go to okay, so finished objects. First one, I got to reach because they're over here, is Calming the Storm. And this is by Lisa Hannes. I will put that up here, right up there. Isn't that gorgeous? So this one, I'm only going to put it on for just a short minute because a hot minute is oof. It's gonna get hot. I actually did take this on the cruise, believe it or not, because it gets cold on that ship and it's cold in the airports and it's cold on the plane. So isn't that just the best design? I just love that right there. So this yarn is Adara, my best friend Carmen, the yarn dyer. It is Adara Fiber Arts, and this is her, that's Yak DK, and the colorway is This Ain't No Yoke. I did put it up on Instagram. I took a picture of it, but isn't that just beautiful? And it's so soft, and I really, really like it. So all four of us, Maria and Carmen and Christina, who works for Carmen, we all are making it together. Christina's is done with hers, but I think Carmen and Maria still are working on theirs. So that is that one. My next one that I literally just finished, I have not woven in the ends, but you guys, I did a mattress stitch for the first time. Yes. And this is the Mirage. And the Mirage is by, let's see, Shelly Anderson. So there it is. It is with the Shibui 100% organic cotton and then their mohair in the color C, I think it's called. So I still have a couple things to do here. I have not wet blocked it. I did steam block it and I tried it on. It's a little short, but with my high-waisted jeans, and I think once I wet block it, it's, it is soft. It's a great summer one. I totally understand why people are so excited about top down or even bottom up construction in the round, because this one is done, I call it the old fashioned way, where you knit each individual piece, you knit the two sleeves, you knit the front, you knit the back, and then everything has to be sewn together. So I did look up how to do a mattress stitch. I think, let's see. So this isn't sewn together. They don't want that, but there's my sides. I think that mattress stitch, not too shabby, right? And it's a good color on me. Oh, that's the other thing. I did have my colors done, and they said I was soft autumn. Soft autumn. I thought, well, I always thought it was kind of winter, but apparently black isn't what I'm supposed to be wearing. Navy is one of my colors, and it's just not bright colors. But let me check. Let me see here. Swatches. Yeah, my swatches. Viewer. So they're sending me a little card. It's clear, and then it has the colors on them. But no, that's not it. My swatches. Oh, color analysis result. Okay, hang on. They put it into, it goes into my Google Drive, and here they are. Those are supposed to be the colors that are good for me, which actually I like all of those colors. And the pinks are they're pink, but they have a little bit of an orange undertone to them. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, next, I finished this one on the ship. I did try it on. My girls gasped. They love it, and they can't have it. This is the Luna Tea by Teresa. And I used Olivia yarn, which I got in Portugal, in Porto. I still have, okay, see, I still have that to, yeah, that's the only thing I have to weave in. Did I do the other one? I did one, but I didn't do the other. It's Olivia yarn, and you know what? Actually, I have it right here because I have the left. I have one whole one left over. It's probably backwards. Great. But it is 55% wool, 45% cotton, and the colorway is 80. There's no name for it. It's just the colorway number. It is a broken rib pattern. Obviously, this is a raglan, and the raglan is like a 10 stitch section. And I just have loved this. I am so excited. I'm going to wear this to unwind. I will talk a little bit more about that. Oh, interestingly, what I did, Patty Lyons, if you go look on her Instagram or maybe even her YouTube, she did what is called an alternate tubular bind off. And basically, what you do, I'm going to hold this up. What you do is you knit the purls and purl the knits. So when you move the yarn from front to back and back to front, you don't go in between, you go around this. And if you're going from front to back, you're going this way and this way. She showed it for English style. Continental was a little bit more different. And so the way I did it was once you take your one stitch, put it off, and you only have one stitch left on your right hand needle, I would take that, put it on the left hand needle, move my yarn around to either the front or back, and then put it back on the left hand needle so it was set. Otherwise, it makes it really fiddly. It takes a little bit more time, but look at this binding. You guys, it is stretchy. It is nice. And on the bottom, instead of knitting the purls and purling the knits, I knit the knits and purled the purls. And I ended up with this darling kind of scallop on the bottom, which is so cute. I love it. It gives it a little extra, it's a decoration, right? So really cute. Okay, so that's the Luna Tea by Teresa. My last one. Okay, we're going to wear these all. I think all four of them are going to wear them. I hope it's cool in the hotel. Go. Is the super simple summer sweater with the short sleeves. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, I love this. I couldn't be happier with it. It is so spectacular, and I'm loving the short sleeves. I am loving I mean, short-ish, ladies of a certain age, I don't wear them way up here. Although I did wear a vest that comes kind of right here. I was very brave, very brave. Just made sure I didn't lift my hand and wave. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Did you guys see, I think it was Page 6, which is kind of like a raggy tabloid, from New York City. Anyway, Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy in Ted Lasso, was out on the town with J-Lo, and she was waving, and they did a slow-mo of it. You see this? Oh, they did that. Can you believe it? I was like, Oh my goodness. So we don't do that. We don't do that. We just wait. Just this, you know. Anyway, okay. So this is very, I'm going to hold it up here. It's very tealy. It's coming across as a little bit more blue than it really is. It's definitely more of a teal. And I alternated every row because this color is Lamb and Kids Birdie DK, and it is in the color Dean. It was making my fingers blue. So I did not wet block this. I steam blocked it because I am not going to have this run into this gorgeous, right? This variegated is Adara Fiber Arts Fat Fluff, PHAT Fluff. It's a DK, Surrey Alpaca, and it is in the colorway Fairy Forest. Lots of pinks, has a little bit of the teals in there, greens, some golds. I just love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, spectacular. Woo! Very excited. This is the one I'm actually, this and the Lunatic. Well, I don't know. No, Calming the Storm. I love that one too. Okay. I love them all. You have that. Mirage. All right. So those are all my finished objects. Let's go on to whips. Okay, so here are the whips that I have. I am working on the Brooklyn Raglan Lite by Tori Yu. And I found the yarn. I found the yarn that I'm using, so I know. Okay, I'm holding it up. I have split. Look at that. I split for the sleeves, and I'm supposed to knit 10 inches down on this one. But isn't that cute? I love, love, love this. Yeah, that's a really cute sleeve. Nice short sleeve. So the yarn on this. Okay, new glasses, you guys. My friend Maria Elena, she was our next door neighbor when we lived in Florida, and she found these in Italy. And aren't those cool, right? Yeah, love them. Okay, so this is Rosario's 4. It's called Bem Me Quer, BEM-ME-QUER yarn. I got this in Porto, also in Portugal, and it is 60% cotton, 28% viscose, and 12% linen. So it feels very different from the Luna Tee. And I am really anxious to see how it knits up. I mean, how it feels after it's been wet blocked. But I'm loving watching these stripes come out. So this is one of the full skeins. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that blue and then pull that, because when I start each of the sleeves, because that's kind of where I'm at on the sleeves when I start those. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so there's that one. That's a whip. My next whip I just cast on the ship. Here is my swatch. And this is the Fleur Tee by, let me see here who I have. Brianna Mason. Fleur Tee by Brianna Mason. And the yarn is Rococo Linen by Hobby. So the yarn that she used originally, it got absorbed or bought out by Hobby, and this is what they redesigned it as. So I ordered it straight from Hobby, and all I have done, I've got to take I have one little football stitch stopper. I can't find the other one. It was on the plane. I'm looking in here in my bag. I don't know where he went. Luckily I have another one, so I have another set. Because they're really cute. Okay, this is all I've got so far. I split the difference. So one size is 200 to cast on 240 stitches. The other size is 280 stitches. My size, I felt kind of straight in the middle of that. So I went with 260 stitches, casting it on. The pattern for it, the chart is 10 stitches, a 10 stitch repeat. So it works out fine. I'm going to knit it that way. And that's all I've got on is I did the ribbing and I'm on the second row of the chart. So that's as far as I've gotten. This yarn is very interesting. Takes a long time to dry. Long time. Because what is it made out of? Let's see. Does it even say? Okay. Time to get the glasses again. All right. Let's get these glasses on. 36% viscose, 34% cotton, 30% linen. Can you tell I'm doing all of the summer knits right now? All the summer knits. Okay. So there's that. Next whip. I have started on my socks for May. And it's June already. No, what do you do? So this is May's colorway. It's called New Leaf. This was the mini that went with it. And so I'm just going to do the heel and the toe in that. So I've turned the heel and I am doing Grandpa Socks by Alicia Plummer. And you can see it's a broken, like you do 2 rows of knit 2, purl 2, and then 2 rows of straight knitting, and then 2 rows of knit 2, purl 2, 2 rows of straight knitting. So it gives it a really interesting puffy pattern. So I like those. I'm doing these kind of short because I want to save as much green as I can because I'm doing something special for the June socks, and I will show you those on my acquisition. Okay, let's see what else. That's it for whips. 1, 2, 3, because I've got so many off my needles. I have future plans for a couple of more, but we'll go to future plans right now, and then we can talk about it. Okay, future plans. I am doing the Color Me Lacy sweater by Catherine. Rain, Rein. I couldn't even read my own darn writing. I should have lost my mind. Okay, so right now I'm swatching for it, and it's in the round, so that's swatching in the round. These are the colors I'm going to be using right here. This is Frankie Gray Fibers linen, and this is black cherry, and this is her khaki. And so this will be the lace part, and this will be the main color of the sweater. So that's what I'm using for that. I will swatch that and get that up on my needles as soon as I can. The next thing I have is the new sock club. Let me show you. Here is June's inspiration, and it's called Wild Violet in Rocky Mountain Pearls. And here we are. This is what it is. So I went and purchased a bundle, a sock bundle from, let me see. Okay, let me go here. Oh, is it not in here? No, it's in downloads. It's off of Etsy. It's Northwoods Knits, I think. So let me see. Etsy. Yes. Purchased from Northwoods Knit Company. I got her Stripes Plus sock collection. And I'm going to be doing, let's see. Can I get a color? Yeah, here it is. Okay, I have to turn it and hold it. No, it keeps doing this. Okay, Stop. Got it. I hate when that happens. Okay. Come on. There we go. I'm going to hold it up like that. I'm doing this one because it's a slip stitch. So I'm going to do it in the green and the purple. I mean, right? You think? That's why I wanted to do the green ones in a short sock. So I have enough left so I can do that one. And I'll do the purple as the toe and the heel. So that's what I'm planning to do on that. And then what else was I going to do? Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm not even going to transition over to acquisitions with the music and everything. I'm just going to show you. So this is Onling. And I'm going to get my glasses back on here. Okay. So this is Onling number 12. And this is lovely. I think it's Swedish or Norse. I don't know. 55% uld, ULD, and 45% bomull. It's a fingering. It's on a cone. And this, I know this has cashmere in it. It has 5% cashmere and 95% fin lamelled faux clip. Whatever. I will Google. I'm going to Google it and look, but I'm going to hold these two together. And I plan on knitting. I'll put it up here. The Salmon Set 24 by Elspeth Judith. It's a tee, and I think it's a great color. It's in my color wheel. Yes. Okay. So I'm planning on doing that. And that is all the plans I have. I do have a Stromboli, a Stromboli sweater. Stick that up there. And I have the yarn for it in a very light gray. I still have to work on that, on getting that up on my needles. But if I can get all of those done this summer, I would just, that would be spectacular. I do want to do the Elton tee. I have it in some blushy pinky colors with mohair, and I'm going to hold the mohair with a mega bling, with the tiny pink, all in pink, and the tiny pink sequins. And the Elton tee that I want to do is the V-neck with a short sleeve. That's something that I think I'd like to do. The other thing I think I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to get my sewing machine out and do some, not pants, just some skirts to go with the sweaters. I have a sweater made out of La Vietnamese driftwood graffiti color. And it's a very mustardy kind of color, gray and mustardy. And I did get a pair of Lee's pants online, and they match perfectly. They're beautiful. But I think it would be really cool to get a cute print that has that mustard color in it, that a skirt that I could wear that sweater with. You know, it's really interesting. Once you start knitting your own clothes, you really start thinking about, how am I styling this? And I want to style it. And I've told you this before. I don't want to look frumpy. I want to look stylish. So how do I do this? And a lot of times it just means I've got to find fabric that I like and make something, because I'm not going to find it in the store. And, I used to make a lot of my own clothing when I was in high school. I learned how to sew when I was 12. So I do sew. I actually crochet too. There is one sweater. It's not a sweater. It kind of comes like this, and it has sleeves, and then it actually has kind of like this, the bell sleeves at the end. It's crocheted, the body of it, but then all the trim and this part is knit, and then the edging is crocheted. And I know how to crochet, so I did it. The very first time it came out, it's in a Rowan book. I can show, it's called Lotus, Lotus. I might see if I can get a picture and put it up here. And I think that would be so beautiful. I haven't decided what color to do it in. It was in Rowan's Milk Cotton, which is now discontinued. So I don't know what I would do it in. How actually, it would be beautiful in this. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, because I think it's more of a sport way. We'll see on the gauge. And then I'm also in the back of my mind, I need to finish the Eternity shawl. And I'm really, really been thinking about that Celtic Leaves shawl, which would be a challenge. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Also, um, Kuko Vakika. I hope I'm saying that right. Veronica Lindbergh. She has a blouse, seashore blouse and skirt. And I'm thinking about it's all lace, and I'm thinking about doing that. It's she does it in Knitting for Olives silk, held double. Maybe, maybe doing something else. See if I could stash bust if I have that much yarn for two things. I don't know if I do, but those are the things that I have going on in my head, the things that I want to do. I have a sweater, a colorwork sweater that my daughter Katie would like me to do. She doesn't know colorwork yet. And my daughter Brianna wanted me to do the halibut sweater for her, but she wanted the halibut to be like fish bones instead of the halibut. And I found a set of mittens that has fish bones chart on it. I can show it to you because I purchased it. So I'm going to combine that, but I'm going to do the chart of the mittens. It's going to take some doing, but I think it'll be worth it if I can get it done. I'm going to do it in black with white or cream. Let me see where that halibut is. Halibut sweater. You guys, I buy a lot of stuff. Here it is. Skeleton fish bones mittens. So that's what I'm going to do, but on the sweater. So I'm going to have to chart it. And I'm going to put things in between it. So I'll use some of the chart from the halibut in between the charted bones. I know they're different, so I'm going to have to map it out. But that will be a project. I think right now I'm kind of okay because I'm a process knitter and I love the whole process of planning and getting it together and stitching it, and looking at it. Then I get to this one section, especially if it's a color work, whatever, and then I get bored. And it's like, I gotta slog through this, and I just want to get it done. So then I become a product knitter because I just want to get it over with and finish it. But for the most part, I am a process knitter, and I love a challenge, and I love seeing something come together. I love pushing myself. What kind of knitter are you? Are you a process knitter? Are you a project knitter? I am going on June 10th. So June 11th through 14th is the Unwind 2026 retreat outside of Kansas City. It's put on by Tammy Garrison, who is the owner of Unwind in Lee's Summit, Missouri. About 45 minutes from the Elms Resort, I think is where we're staying. And Carmen, Christina, Maria, and I are going to be there. We will be doing a podcast while we're there. So I will get that up and loaded too when I get back. So you get to see more of Carmen, see more of Maria, and you get to meet Christina. That will be fun. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And Joji Locatelli is going to be there. And who else is going to be there? I think Brienne Moody, Amy Gillet, Amy Shearer, the knitting PT will be there. There's just a all-star cast of women and teachers and designers are going to be there. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, I think for now, that's all I have. Wish me luck on that procedure tomorrow. Not too nervous because I've had it done before. This is what happens to me and what I have to deal with. So anyway, I'm going to knock on wood that everything goes good. Wish me luck. I will see you in 2 weeks. And thank you for coming. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, hype. Give me some hype. I'd love that. That would be awesome. And share with your friends because I hope to meet more people and get more comments from people. This has been so fun to meet people and to talk to people and to hear your comments. So comment, do all the good things, put joy in every single stitch, and we will see you on the next go round. Bye for now.